Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Michelle Fondinauthor and I'm the author of the new book, Twin Flame Romance, The Journey to Unconditional Love, available now in paperback, Kindle, and Audible books. And if you're currently reading Twin Flame Romance and would love to leave a review on Amazon, I would love that too. And to say thank you, I will gift you a free promotional copy on Audible of Chakra Healing for Vibrant Energy. Just email me at michellefondinauthor@gmail.com with a screenshot of your published review on Amazon, and I will send you that promo code. So thanks again for joining me. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe below, hit the bell for notification, and give the video a thumbs up. I love your engagement. Now, this is Thanksgiving week. For those of you that are in the US and in Canada, happy Thanksgiving, happy week. And I will be doing twin flame readings this week, so just pay attention. I'm doing them on Tuesday of this week, Wednesday, and Saturday. I'm actually taking Thursday and Friday off doing readings. So I will do them Tuesday, Wednesday, and Saturday of this week. Today is November 24th, 2019. This is your twin flame reading for the week. For those of you that are new to the way I read for the general collective for the twin flames, generally I pick 2 cards for the divine masculine, 2 for the divine feminine, and 2 for the twin flame couple, as well as a romance energy card. This week, upon prompting of my angels, I'm actually picking from 3 different decks for the divine, feminine, masculine, and for the couple as well. I always start with my angel tarot cards. This is my angel tarot deck. And I like to start with the divine feminine. So I start with the divine feminine on my left side. Left side is more lunar energy, which is the feminine energy. So I hope you guys had a great week. Before I actually pick a card, I always like to read the energy of what I'm feeling for divine feminine, divine masculine, and for the couple. The energy I got for this week is faith and hope. That is the energy I got, was faith and hope, which is an incredible energy. Now on the divine masculine side, I have a little bit of anxiety, a little bit of regret still from last week, kind of filtering into this week. But overall, generally, for the collective, for the couple this week, it's really a sense of faith and hope. So let's see what the cards say for this week. I hope you guys had a great week last week. I hope that Mercury retrograde being lifted and going direct has been good for you. It's been good for me, certainly. I really didn't even think I would be affected by Mercury retrograde, but there were a lot of crazy things that happened that 2 weeks, I guess, that Mercury was in retrograde. I think almost 3 weeks, really. And when it turned direct, it was just incredible how things just kind of turned around. It was really crazy. And also there's the new moon coming up, which new moon is all about manifestations. So Archangel Haniel, you can always talk to Archangel Haniel about your manifestations for the new moon. So this is for divine feminine. Angels and guides, please help us to know what divine feminines need to know in this twin flame collective for 2019. Divine feminine energy, please, angels and guides. Archangel Michael, stand guard, casting away any lower energies with your sword of light. So we have got one card. The cards are kind of hesitant today, so I'm not really sure what is going on with the energy, but that was a little hesitant. All right. This is the daily messages from your angels. This is for the divine feminine. Divine feminine collective, angels and guides, please help us to understand what divine feminine needs to know for the collective for the week of November 24th. That one came up a little bit easier. And now this is the angel therapy. I've pulled from this, and I believe I pulled from it last week. Angel therapy for divine feminine for the week of November 24th, 2019. Let's see what, well, that's one. I was thinking there were 2, but really it was more one card that came up. Okay, so now this is for divine masculine. The divine masculine in this collective for 2019. Divine masculines, guardian angels, what do divine masculines need to know? What is the energy for this week for the divine masculine collective for November 24th, 2019? Okay, so the week, that one came up a little easier as well. I don't know why the feminines, it just didn't come up so easy. Okay, here we go. Daily messages for Divine Masculine for this week, November 24th, 2019. Angels and guides, help us to understand what Divine Masculine needs to know. Okay, so that came up too. Here we go, one more. Angel therapy for Divine Masculines. Angels and guides, what do Divine Masculines need to know this week? Okay, so let's go ahead and see what... See, and that happened too for Divine Masculines, that it was almost like a second message from the same deck wanted to come up, but didn't quite come out. So it'll be really fascinating just to see what happens with the card spread this week for both Divine Feminines and Divine Masculines. Now this is for the Twin Flame couple, Twin Flame collectivity of 2019, the couple's energy for the week of November 24th through the 30th. Angels and guides, what do... Whoa, okay, woo. A lot of energy there. Here we go. Angels and guides. What does the collective need to know as far as feminines and masculines together? Yeah, there's a lot of energy for the couple. Ho, ho, ho. Okay, so we've got also the daily messages for the couple, for the Twin Flame couple. Angels and guides, what does the Twin Flame couple need to know for this week? And angel therapy for the couple. Here we go. And I'm running out of space here on my little tray. God, Jesus, Holy Spirit, Mother Mary, help us with the Twin Flame collective. What does the couple need to know for this week? Oh gosh, yeah, these cards are a little bit jumpy this week. A lot of therapy going on, a lot of angel therapy going on. The Twin Flame couple. Okay. So I got one here. Now we're going to get the romance energy for the couple. I always pick one card unless if two cards fall out. The romance energy for the Twin Flame collective, for the Twin Flame couple, Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine together, angels and guides. What do we need to know for the week of November 24th? That one came right out. All right, let's start with the Divine Feminine. We're going to start with the Angel Tarot cards. This is really sweet. We've got the Three of Fire here. The Three of Fire is about great accomplishments. It's about having done your groundwork, and it's about waiting for your ship to come in. It's really great. It's about having patience, just waiting for your ship to come in. It means that your work is done. This means that abundance is coming, love is coming, great things are coming your way, just waiting for that ship of wealth and abundance to come through. This little girl has worked really hard. She's kind of grown into a young woman in the first three cards of the Fire deck or the Wands deck, and she's got her friend the dragon who's kind of waiting here with her, and they're just waiting happily. They're watching the beautiful sunrise or sunset. I'm not really sure, it could be either, but they're just watching into the horizon. They're just enjoying the scenery. They're enjoying life. They're living in the present moment. Now, another thing about the Three of Fire energy for Divine Feminines is that you just need to remember that it's also, Three of Fire is also about making long-term plans. So looking ahead, looking to those long-term plans, looking at your life path and purpose, looking at what kind of blueprint you're going to create for the future. And it's about just waiting patiently. It's about patiently waiting, and your ship is coming in. This is being honest with yourself. This is the daily guidance from your angels. This is being honest with yourself about your current situation. And I believe this week I actually published a video on that, as far as, I think it was entitled something like Reality Check, Don't Shoot the Messenger. And it's about being honest with yourself. It's about being honest with those long-term plans and the things in your life that you need to change and transform, and maybe those last few things that you haven't really looked at yet. This is about looking inside, being honest with yourself, being grateful for what you have, but also looking at the things that you might need to change, those last few things that you need to tweak, those last few things that you need to change in your life so that you can successfully move forward. It's not about you not having done anything up until now. It's just about you having a little bit more scrutiny when it comes to the certain things in your life that you feel that you probably should change and you probably need to change. It's just that you haven't truly taken action to change those things yet. Now this is really great because this is the Power Animal card, Divine Feminines, and this is saying your power animal is with you. and helping you through this particular moment in time. If you don't know who your power animal or your spirit animal is, a recommendation is to get quiet, sit in nature, kind of lean up against a tree or just something in nature that makes you feel connected, and just ask your angels and guides to show you an image of your spirit animal. And I think it's very fascinating. I think I have a few spirit animals. I don't even know. I'm not really sure who my spirit animal is. I think it's a squirrel, but I'm not 100% certain. I just say squirrels because I had some squirrel friends back in Virginia, and they would like literally hang out with me, and they would, when I was inside the door having my coffee, there was one squirrel who would literally climb up the screen and just watch me, and he would like stay there on the screen. So I said, I think my spirit animal is a squirrel. Now let's look at divine masculines for this week. So this is really nice. This is the Sun card, Archangel Uriel. This is about a happy outcome. This is about success. This is bright and shiny, but it's also a card of faith and hope. Remember I started out by saying faith and hope? This is a card of faith and hope. This is a card of great faith. This is having great faith for your shiny outcome, divine masculines. Divine masculines are sitting in their power. They're sitting in their strength, and they're sitting in their faith and hope. They're looking to that happy outcome. They're looking for that shiny, bright outcome, which is pretty darn awesome. They're in it. They're in their personal power. They're in that space of having faith and having hope that things are going to actually turn out okay, which is totally, totally amazing. For the divine masculines, they need to get out and get some fresh air. They need to get out and enjoy and reconnect with nature. And in order to foster that sense of faith and hope, it's best if you connect with nature's rhythms. It's really easy to get out of sync with nature's rhythms, especially in the wintertime. For the northern hemisphere, the late fall and the winter are really tough times to get outside because sometimes it's too cold and rainy and wet and horrible and you don't want to go outside. But this is really about not only getting fresh air, is what I'm hearing, but it's also about looking at things with fresh eyes, divine masculine. It's about looking at the situation with fresh eyes so that you can have that faith and hope and look at things as bright, shiny, and sunny. And it's taking that deep breath of fresh air and saying, this is a new beginning. I'm so excited. It feels fresh. It doesn't feel stale. So I love this. And this is reminding divine masculine. This is the base chakra. This is reminding divine masculine to stay in that positive space, that positive energy. When it comes to things like family, career, and home, it's about keeping it positive, keeping it bright, shiny, and sunny, and having positive affirmations and staying out of fear. For the divine masculines, they've done such a fantastic job of letting go of that fear and just releasing that fear for good. Just releasing it, not staying in that 7 of Cups energy or not staying in that 9 of Swords energy, but they've really transcended that energy. And this is about things, sometimes with the base chakra, things can seem kind of slow because you're creating that foundation, but the angels and guides are asking the divine masculines just to keep positive. Stay positive about building that foundation. Stay positive about your career. Stay positive about your home. Stay positive about building what you want to build with your divine feminines. When you stay in that positive mindset while things are building, then everything is going to work out just fine. For the couple, interesting. We've got a lot of positive energy for the feminines. We've got a lot of positive energy for the masculines. However, for the couple, this is a card of overwork, overburden. So this is a card of trying too hard. It's a card of trying too hard to make things work, and you really want to do it. It can indicate someone who's even taken a second job or a third job to make things work. For the divine feminines, what I'm hearing is that this is overwork with trying to get together with your divine masculines. You don't need to do the work. You don't need to, because your angels and guides are doing the work for you. God is doing the work for you. You don't need to do it. And for the divine masculines, what I'm seeing the overwork is they've been burdening themselves with those extra jobs, with working extra hours, with trying to create stability financially, trying to create savings and being able to save up to, for example, like purchase a home or an apartment or condo or whatever, and to pay off their bills and to do things responsibly and to do things right for a change that they felt in certain areas in their life that they were not doing things accordingly and right. And so this is the card of asking others for help to share the burden. And what this is also saying is that once you guys come together, you're going to actually be sharing the burden. It's not going to be, you're all going to be all alone in this burden. It's going to be a shared effort. It's going to be a shared effort for you guys. So just know that. It's like, a lot of times we really feel like we're alone. We think we're alone. We imagine that we just can't do this so much by ourselves. But then we forget that God is there. Our angels and guides are there. We have a lot of heavenly help that can help precipitate things and ease the burden. And really, most of the time, your angels and guides are going to ask you, they're going to say, can you please give us your burden? Give us your worries and cares. Give us your burdens. We can handle it. If it becomes too much, if it becomes too heavy, we can handle it. And so just know that like you can give it over to them. And with the 10 of fire and the base chakra, this makes sense for the divine masculines too, that they're really worried about not having enough money for you, not having enough money for the divine feminines, that they are burdened with these kind of negative thoughts of, oh my gosh, I really do have to work 2 jobs in order to make ends meet for my divine feminine, who I love so much and I care about so much, and I really want this to come together. Or it's maybe about being able just to buy that ring for you or plan a wedding or whatever. They're really feeling that burden, while the feminines, the divine feminines, are more feeling the burden surrounding, like, I think I probably need to make this happen. It doesn't look like it's happening. I think I need to make it happen. And don't burden yourself with that, divine feminines. You don't need to make it happen. Okay, this is the heart chakra. This is really beautiful. This is for the couple. This is that you guys are both situated now. Yay! In your heart chakra. You guys are both operating from that place of love, compassion, understanding, and forgiveness, which is so incredibly beautiful that it feels like energetically you guys have finally made it, so that you've both opened your heart chakras to each other and that you're both operating from that heart chakra. Now, if you forget to operate from your heart chakra, if you go back into worry, if you go back into that burden, make sure that you ask your angels and guides to help you. Say, help me stay in my heart space. Please help me stay in my heart space. And I think I've said this before in a video, but I do say this to my clients. If I notice my clients, the people I read for and that I coach and mentor, if I notice they're getting too much in their head, I always say, if you're getting too much in your head, just take your hands and just like this angel. Oh my gosh, I just noticed this. See the angel? There you go. Just like this angel, take your hands and place them on your heart. Now I can't do it. I've got the mic here, so I can't do it fully, but just take your hands and place them on top of your heart and start breathing with a nice, slow, rhythmic breath. So maybe taking 4 inhalations, pausing, and then taking 4 exhalations and pausing. And do that 4 times. Then after that, instead of being up here in your headspace about your connection with your twin, move the energy down to the heart space. Move that energy down there and then ask your heart what the messages are. And it's really important that you do that, guys, because when you're overburdening yourself by being too much in your head, you're not receiving proper messages. Meaning that the messages that are coming through might be from your intuition and heart, but they're more from panic energy. So there might be mixed messages that aren't making so much sense to you. So just physically take your hands and move them to your heart space. Now, another thing you can do is get a rose quartz, and they even come in heart shapes. And I should have had one to demonstrate for today, but I didn't know this card was coming up. So you can hold on to a rose quartz. For ladies, another thing that you could do is actually put the rose quartz crystal inside your bra on your left side. And that'll just give you a reminder to stay in that heart space energy and not move into your head space, not moving into the thoughts that are uncontrollable. So this, so cool. The third card that came up for the Divine Feminines and Masculines together is listen to your intuitive feelings. So I feel that this is very much a similar energy to heart chakra. Intuition comes obviously from the heart. It also comes from the third eye chakra and also from the crown chakra, which is our source of enlightenment. And it's saying that your body is giving you adequate and true signals about what intuition you need to follow. So they're saying that your body is giving you signs and signals, and just listen to it. They're saying that these intuitive feelings are extremely accurate. In order to receive these extremely accurate intuitive messages, you want to make sure overall that you are staying in your heart space. And don't get into that panic energy, guys. Stay in the heart space. Aw, I love this. The romantic energy that came through for the Divine Feminines and Masculines together is the Flirt card. And it's basically this card, it could be flirting with your twin, obviously. But it's this card, I kind of look at it as flirt with life. Be playful with life. Flirt with life. This is just a very heart-centered, light-hearted energy. It's about being playful, being joyful, being goofy, being flirty. Just allow yourself to... Again, this is all I really like. It's so funny. I start out with faith and hope, which definitely is in the Divine Masculine energy for this week. And then the Three of Fire for Divine Feminines of faith and hope really is about the Three of Fire. So waiting for your ship to come in, like have faith. You've done the work. Your ship will come in, right? And then I really feel for the collective, the twin flames together, I feel that the energy is let go of the burden. The hearts are open. The feelings are there. This is a lighthearted time for you. It's not a time to get into the burden and heaviness anymore. Like the burden and heaviness is done. That piece is done. It shouldn't be burdensome anymore. It shouldn't be heavy anymore. Get off the treadmill and start enjoying life again. Start enjoying the lightheartedness of life. Enjoy, like, watch children at play. They are so incredibly joyful. And just try to infuse some of that joyfulness into your life, that lightheartedness into your life. Try to infuse just something that is more heartfelt, intuitive, airy, funny, like goofiness, total goofiness. The great thing about small children, and we're talking about, ages 5 and under typically. The great thing about small children is that they can do anything and everything, and they don't even care. They don't even care what anyone thinks. So I was driving to the beach the other day, and I saw this little girl, probably around 5. I saw this little girl on the street, like on the sidewalk, not the street. I saw this little girl on the sidewalk wearing a fairy dress, like a princess fairy dress. And it was such a beautiful dress, and she was just like walking about and like spinning around, and I'm like, I want to be that carefree to just walk around wearing a fairy princess dress. Like, I wish I could do that. Like, that would be awesome. It's just, that's what this energy is for the collective, for both of you. It's about bringing out your inner child, giving the burden a kick in the booty, and just saying, like, this is about my heart. It's about lightheartedness, my heart, my intuitive feelings, feeling into things, being playful and goofy and lighthearted and flirty, and just not caring what anybody else thinks. Just like that little girl wearing that fairy princess dress and just twirling about and not even caring what anybody thinks of her, just being able to walk through the streets with a fairy princess dress. Another thing that I saw, I was at the beach this morning, and I saw these 3 tiny kids. We're talking like maybe ages 2 to 4. These tiny kids, all 3 of them together, and they're playing with the waves. So they're kind of edging toward the water, and you know, waves will recede and then come forward, right? The ebb and flow. And it was so cute because in synchronicity, like, the synchronous events was that the children were all inching toward the water, but then when the wave came, they turned around and ran at the exact same time. It was so cute because I was watching it. I was on a ramp, and I was watching them from the ramp, so I had this like bird's eye view almost, but it was really hilarious how all 3 of them in sync turned and ran away from the waves. And it was just hilarious because I was like, wow, that is so cool. Like, they all just had the same idea at the exact same time, and they did the exact thing at the exact same time. They could not have planned it. They were way too young to have planned that. So it was very cute. Think about this, guys. When we really think about this week, be fun, be flirty, be playful for both divine feminines and divine masculines. If you need help with your burdens, ask for help. If you need to ask your angels and guides to help lift the burdens, ask your angels and guides. Go to God, go to the angels. Ask them, say, please lift my burdens and cares. I want to be carefree this week. I want to be playful. I want to be flirty. I want to be fun. I want to be a goofball. I want to walk around town wearing my princess fairy dress. Don't do that, but someone might check you into a mental institution. I'm just teasing. Probably not. Especially if you live in LA. Probably not. All right, guys. I hope you have a fantastic Thanksgiving week. For those of you that don't have Thanksgiving, that's okay. There's a lot to be thankful for. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for subscribing to my channel below. Hit the bell for notifications. Thank you for sharing this video with other twin flames. And thank you for pledging your support on Patreon, www.patreon.com/Michelle S. Fondin. And I will see you in the next video.